This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. A man was found dead in his car in the early hours Wednesday morning, engine running, according to Police Press Liaison Officer Assistant Superintendent Audley Peters. ASP Peters telling Jcn News that police were alerted to gunshots being discharged on Lyon Road off Shirley Street shortly after 1 a.m. The male was found dead in his car in the middle of the street.
A patrolling unit responded, and on their arrival, the officers found a white Nissan Cube parked in the middle of the street with an engine running. An inspection of the vehicle revealed a male slumped forward in the driver's seat, and upon checking him, he was unresponsive. Emergency medical services were summoned, and upon completion of their examination, the male was pronounced lifeless. The details of this incident are sketchy at the moment, and so we appeal to members of the public who may have any information in regards to this incident to contact the nearest police station or the Criminal Investigations Department at 502-9991 or 2 or Crime Stoppers.
Now, this shooting incident followed police investigation of a shooting on 3rd Street, Coconut Grove shortly after 8 p.m. Luckily, no one was injured in that incident. Police are actively investigating. Police on Grand Bahama found a large quantity of suspected marijuana and an illegal firearm and ammunition. We're told that on Tuesday, shortly after 5 p.m., a team of officers from the Drug Enforcement Unit acting on intelligence proceeded to the area of Murchison Drive. Upon arrival, they conducted a search of an abandoned, dilapidated building. Upon further checks, a black .380 Bursa pistol with a magazine and one live round of .380 ammunition was discovered. Additionally, officers found 3 compressed, wrapped packages of suspected marijuana. Total weight of the suspected drugs is 1.56 pounds with a street value of $1,500. Investigations are being continued in this matter. Also on Grand Bahama, police cited over 38 drivers for various traffic offenses and arrested 2 males for outstanding traffic offenses. In an initiative dubbed Operation Street Sweeper on Tuesday, a team of officers from the Rapid Response Unit mounted an operation in accordance with the Commissioner of Police Plan 2021. A number of vehicles were also searched for dangerous drugs and illegal firearms. The Democratic National Alliance's candidate for Bain and Grantstown and spokesperson for Works, Transport and Energy, Keno Lockhart, is chiming in off the heels of the Bahamas Electrical Workers Union demonstrating at Bahamas Power and Light's headquarters on Monday. Mr. Lockhart says labor relations in the country is at an all-time low under the Minnis-led administration. You see, scores of frustrated union members walked off their post on Monday with a laundry list of problems ranging from inhumane working conditions for Family Island workers to issues with promotions, giving a 14-day notice of further industrial action if needs are not met.
Bahamians are still awaiting the investigation into the firing of the BPL board, management departures, and the controversy surrounding Shell and Wärtsilä. The Democratic National Alliance admits that these issues impacting BPL have spanned successive administrations and are due to poor leadership. We need leadership that listens to and respects the professionals who know the operation of the entity at hand. This has been a cry of past and present union leadership.
The DNA is urging the government to seek common ground and to stop looking out for special interest groups at the expense of Bahamians.
The current turmoil at BPL over the past 10 years has been centered around the lack of vision for alternative energy, protection of special interests, fuel costs, generator purchases, and poor leadership. This is why the problems with transmission and distribution remain as we move into a hot summer.
Mr. Lockhart says it's time to look out for the rights and interests of Bahamian workers while protecting the pockets of average Bahamians. And many people are not aware that dark and sinister criminal activities like human trafficking for forced sex labor and other forms of exploitation have become causes for concern in our beautiful Bahama Islands. One non-profit organization based in Freeport, Grand Bahama, is doing all it can to fight against such criminal organizations and give hope to those who may have family and loved ones that are missing. Jcn tells us more.
Our Sanctuary, a Bahamian nonprofit based in Freeport, Grand Bahama, hit another milestone after it was named a member of Freedom Collaborative, a well-known international organization working to prevent human trafficking in over 116 countries. This new partnership for the Grand Bahama-based Our Sanctuary organization took place in March of this year. The global network of nonprofits provide the public with a searchable database of over 2,900 organizations and hotlines working against exploitation, human trafficking, migration, and forced labor like sex work. Michael Philippe, Executive Director of Our Sanctuary in Freeport, Grand Bahama, says their present goal is to identify ways to have forced sex workers included in the fight against human trafficking. Ms. Philippe says Our Sanctuary also provides therapy services for survivors of sexual abuse to men, women, and children in New Providence, Grand Bahama, and other family islands, all without cost. According to Ms. Philippe, the ultimate goal is to eradicate the culture of human trafficking and sexual abuse in the country while supporting survivors of such crimes. Ms. Philippe makes a plea to the general public, noting that organizations like theirs will only succeed when all stakeholders assist by volunteering, educating others, or through funding. For more, log on to oursanctuarybahamas.com. Jcn for Jcn News.
You're watching Jcn News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.